comedy specials. I do like watching those.
You do?
Yeah, but I've been that way since I was, younger.
Well, that's what I love too. That's how I got started. George Carlin, Jam in New York, 1992.
That's what I'm saying.
HBO.
You know what's so crazy? When I think about it, before I even did comedy, I didn't realize when I was watching comedy specials, I didn't even realize I was watching comedy specials. I didn't process that. And also like when I first saw Eddie Murphy special in Kings of Comedy, I knew all those guys as actors and the stuff they played in.
Yeah.
So when they did stand up, I thought it was oh, this is something they can do. And then I didn't realize there's a whole build.
That's a whole profession.
Yeah, did not realize that stand up comedy was a whole profession like that. I thought it was just because everybody I knew stand up wise were people before I started really getting into it, and after I started doing it, then I realized I was oh, anyone can just do this.
Oh yeah. Well,
that's how you do it.
It's funny
okay.
you thought that comedy wasn't its own thing, because the first one I saw was George Carlin, Jamming in New York, and I was 8 or 9.
Oh, you went to it?
No, I just watched it on HBO.
Okay,
My mom let me watch, fucking
yeah.
she didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What? Who is?" I was like, "This guy's the smartest guy I've ever heard in my life, and he's hilarious." I didn't know. I didn't know it was a thing until I kept.
But
on,
it was funny.
I sought it out after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was just man, this is so funny. Because like I said, I just knew all those comics before on their films and stuff like that. And
well, I was a big comedy film fan. Fucking Coming to America, one of the best movies.
Yeah, Coming to America,
made.
Trading Places.
Yeah.
So that's what I knew first. Then I was watching the comedy specials and didn't realize that he got to
started
where
there.
He started there. Did not realize any of that.
Yeah. Well, that's a thing that a lot of people. I feel like it's less common now than back in the past. People do comedy to go into acting, whereas now I feel like most comics are trying to do this. Save for all the fucking people who are in porn or on The Bachelor or what that are doing it in LA. But I bet even them, at some degree, they probably went on to the fucking those reality shows to get on TV, to get some publicity, to get into show business somehow.
Do you think? Yeah, you think it's more for those reality shows? You think it's more for? It's not for love, right?
Fucking no.
Right?
Dude, why would you? How can you find love on television? What kind of fool? You know what I'm saying?
What it reminds me of?
People want to be on TV. That's all they want. Good or bad reasons. You know this.
Dude,
people
what's so crazy? Now that I think of this is these Bachelor and these Love Island shit like that. It reminds me of the shit I used to watch back in the day. But I used to watch this TV show called The Dating Game.
Oh my god, dude! One of the best with Chuck Woolery.
Yeah, with oh
2 and 2, right back at you.
No, you didn't.
That show was awesome, dude.
Dude, you just said my whole childhood right
Hell
there.
Yeah, dude. How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay, you're 4 years younger than me. So
yeah.
I watched
when I was younger, watching that was my. I loved watching The Dating Game.
Hell yeah,
dude! Because that was my favorite part when he go, "We'll be back in 2 and 2."
Right back, yeah, 2 and 2. I don't know what that meant.
I know, I didn't know what it meant. Then I was like, "Oh, 4 minutes." I was like, "He just did 2 and 2. Oh, 4 minutes, dude!" And it was so funny because I was the only person.
Oh, you just did it. There he is, Mike. You got it right away.
But here's the thing, Randy. No one in my family was watching that but me.
Oh, I would watch this with my family.
Yes,
my family was bizarre.
I was glued to this show, the Newlywed Game.
The Newlywed Game was great.
That one was funny to me. I love those shows. So I feel like these are the wholesome versions.
Oh hell yeah.
Of this fucking Bachelor. And,
yeah, for sure. And there was also a 30-minute version, in and out. Every week you had a new couple.
Yeah, in and out. We had a new couple. I didn't have to sit here and watch this fucking one person. Try to get 90 people to let me think about that. Think how exhausting that is.
Oh,
you think I can never be the one picking people, and I can never be the one that wants to be picked. Because I'm bro, I'm not fighting 30 people for you.
I feel like no matter what, you look like a fucking punk.
Either way, whatever way you go,
they make you look like an asshole.
I completely agree. I feel like either way, you look like a fucking punk.
Yeah,
it's what you this is the way you think it's going to happen.
Jeff actually talked to a buddy of mine, Nathan Lowe, comedian, who's out here for a little bit. Then he moved back to Atlanta. He talked because they wanted him to they reached out to him to cast for The Bachelorette.
They reached out to Nathan?
Yeah. He's like, Jeff's like, don't fucking do that. He's like, why not, dude? It's exposure. He's like, they're going to make you look like a fucking asshole.
Like a fucking
He's like, look, your personality. Come on. They've checked you out on Instagram. They're going to make you look like the biggest jerk on earth. It's not going to be helpful. Then no one on comedy will take you seriously because you're the douchebag on The Bachelorette.
And then, but you know who gets the strongest fan base?
Who's that?
Is any of the girls, whether the girls are getting picked or whether they're...
oh, yeah, because they're never going to make a woman look bad.
Yeah.
You
so
know,
all the girls are like, oh my God, I loved her so much. She was,
yeah, she's going to be sweet and like the wholesome. They're never going to put up, some slutty, tramp who's fucking all the guys. They would never do that. They're always going to, because of course, television always makes the woman look, smart and put together, and the guy is always a doofus.
Yeah,
think about every sitcom. The guy is, the husband's a big oaf who fucks it up, and the wife comes to the rescue.
You can always tell by
and that's even before this fucking patriarchy shit. Before the feminism, they were doing this.
Whenever it was whenever it's like the girl picking, you can always tell that they make the dudes look like doofuses because their occupations.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 2/3 of them are trainers.
Yeah, right.
One of them's a farmer.
Dude, what happened to the dating game, dog?
Yeah. Yes.
That's where it was at for me.
We still watch that in my family. We watch a game show network, and they'll put on reruns.
Oh yeah, the game show
and
network.
we'll watch Family Feud with Richard Dawkins.
Yes,
where he used to kiss all the female contestants in front of their husbands, their fathers, and their grandfathers. I mean, he got away with fucking murder, dude. That guy,
it's crazy. Yeah, there was.
He was smoking a cigarette in the middle of the fight.
Was that the guy that committed suicide? No, that was before that guy.
Yeah, before that guy.
Right. Yeah.
So it was Richard Dawkins. Then it went to.
The guy that committed suicide eventually.
Yeah, pull that up, Mikey. The hosts of Family Feud. Obviously, you have
And then Louis Anderson did it for a
hot minute, and then Steve Harvey's killing it with it right now.
Steve Harvey's killing it on that.
Dude, I mean,
he's like the perfect person to host that.
He's about as black as you can get on TV and be acceptable to white people.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Like he's pretty fucking down, but it's like, oh, we like that guy.
It's the religious side that gets it.
Oh, yeah.
No, so wait, we had...
Raymond Neal Combs, that sound right?
Or
Richard Dawson?
Richard Dawson, sorry, not Dawkins. Richard Dawson, and then after that, who was it?
I'm trying to think of the guy that committed...
Family Feud hosts.
Oh, I saw his face.
Here we go.
Yeah, it was Ray Combs.
Yeah, Ray Combs killed himself.
Yeah,
Richard
Ray Combs.
Kern for a hot minute. Lake.
Richard Kern from Home Improvement.
Yeah.
That guy, right?
Yeah.
He did.
Ricky Lake. Look how bad she looks. God damn.
Hey, Ricky Lake.
There was somebody before Louis who did it for a good stretch. It wasn't Richard.
It had to be Richard Kern.
You think so?
Probably.
That's the timeline.
Yeah.
Damn.
To 2006.
The dead years. Oh yeah, I was in college getting fucked up. I was paying attention to Family.
Where'd you go again?
Kern was after.
Brown.
Where's that? Is that an HBU? HBCU?
No, it's an Ivy League school in Rhode Island. Where do you think all these black people's last names came from, son? Come on. How many Jacksons and Jeffersons and Washingtons there got to be before you realize?
Well, you said you went to Brown University. I'm like, is that
John Brown, Brown University. Yeah, it's a great show. We still watch it. Bro, one of the funniest moments on TV is an outtake from the Newlywed Game in the late 70s, like 79, 80, or 81, something like that. They ask, a racy question, like, what's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee?
Oh, yeah, yes.
And the woman goes, my ass.
Which back in the day.
Well, yeah, that never happened.
Yeah. It's intriguing to me that I watched such like older shows like that.
They were great, man.
Yeah, they were great. I don't know why. I don't know what attracted me. Like it wasn't like my grandma wasn't like whenever I would go over her house. Like she loved what was it? Touched by an Angel.
Oh,
I think that's it. She loved that shit. She loved Walker Texas Ranger. Chuck Norris.
Are these your white grandparents?
No. Black grandma.
Wow.
Yeah,
she had the hot. She had a little king for Chuck.
Yep.
Chuck was hot, son.
He was.
When chest hair was the thing, Chuck Norris had a lot of it.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
He was a good looking guy on that show, and he was badass. He won. You realize he won every fight.
Oh,
he never really got beat up.
Yeah, dude, he was like the original Jason Bourne.
Yeah, that was the funny thing
never
about
in danger for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, not even Jason Bourne got fucked up a few times. Like
Chuck Norris
more
never
like
got
Denzel Washington in The Equalizer, where he would have the drop on everybody.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, I love those series.
Love that series.
Love that fucking.
One of my grandfather's favorite movies.
That's the shit I'm like a dork for. I love like.
Well, because it's an old school
I know
action movie.
Yeah, and it's not realistic. I know no one's that fucking capable of being that fucking,
Yeah, but it's not over CGI'd. Like, that's the thing. In this day and age with movies, like there got to be like these grand productions with all this shit, bro. Like you go watch Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger, or the first Rambo, where they blew up actual cars. And shit. Like they blew up those buildings for the scene.
Wow.
The movie was 90 minutes, had barely a plot. It was just them kicking fucking ass for 90 minutes, and they saved the day and then walk off into the sunset.
So my favorite movie. One of my top favorite movies is Tombstone. I can only imagine what they would do with that today. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, dude! It'd be like the fucking Matrix, bro. Oh, you know, like,
yeah.
one of those things. Like they'd be doing some fucking weird shit. Like
yeah.
You know,
Meanwhile, it wouldn't even make sense for
just
the
get a gunfight going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody pulls out a laptop in the saloon.
Yeah.
Who would they cast? Give me the names.
Ooh,
Tombstone
to this day, Tom Holland.
Tom
Holland could pull off that that late 1800s.
Who's that?
Cowboy look.
Who was the guy? Mad Max. That guy.
Mad Max.
Do you mean Tom Hardy?
Tom
Hardy.
Holland. That's what I said. Tom Hardy.
I said Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, like the little mousy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah, that guy. He's got that fucking structured face.
Dude, he'd be the bartender hiding behind the bar. Sorry, when the shootout starts. That's
think
what
about Kurt Russell and the way he looked. He had like good, structure. To that fucking.
But he's not rugged enough. Kurt Russell would still do it. I bet.
Oh yeah, because he's rugged enough.
Yeah,
that's what makes. What's the homeboy's name? Sam
Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're looking for a little bit more rugged. Okay.
Well, that was the thing back in the '80s, man. The male star didn't look like The Rock. It just looked like a regular guy.
It really did look like a regular guy.
Like fucking what's his name? Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
He like a fucking substitute teacher.
What was that movie with Steven Seagal where he was like fighting?
All his movies are great.
I know all his movies.
The Jamaicans?
Yeah, the Jamaicans.
Is it Double Trouble, some shit like that?
Not a time. I almost said a time.
There was a stretch from there was a stretch from 85 to 90 where he made nothing but bangers.
It's with
scroll back in time. This is way too close. We're talking the fucking 80s, bro.
It's like early 90s. Oh, Marked for Death.
Mark for Mark. That wasn't Marked for Death. It was
with the Jamaican dudes.
Was that the one with the Jamaicans?
Yeah, I think that's the one with the Jamaicans. And they all had bad accents.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Above the Law is where he played Nico. That's the other one.
Oh, that's
where he got shot, was in a coma, and came back from.
Of course he did.
And the nurse jerked him off while he had a coma. Yeah. They just put that in the movie. Yeah. No sexual assault then.
Yeah, right.
They weren't worried about none of that shit back then.
Dude, and think about the fucking the movie posters back in the day for like action films like that, dog.
Well, they're all the same, but just a big shot of the guy's head and the name of the movie.
Right.
Look up Commando. It's the same shit. It's just Arnold Schwarzenegger with eye black under his eyes and a bazooka.
You know what has a cool one too is Big Trouble Little China. That has a cool movie poster. Yeah.
Above the Law and Hard to Kill are literally the same poster. Look at this. That's the same picture.
Bro, and so is Under Siege and On Deadly Ground, bro. Literally, 8 out of 10 of these are the same fucking poster.
Same fucking.
All right, which ones?
Look up Commando. Have you seen this one?
Commando? I don't think I saw Commando.
You gotta see it, bro. He basically takes on the Nicaraguan army and wins by himself.
Why is that the funny?
Because he stole his daughter.
You know what's so funny is like thinking about it now. It's like just so funny.
Yeah, look at this trailer. Peep this shit. Watch. It's just him chopping wood.
Of course.
He carries a tree.
Of course.
Oh, who's that black guy that played?
This
guy.
His name's Duke.
Duke something. Yeah. His name of the movie was Coke. A young Melissa. Alyssa Milano.
That was Alyssa Milano?
Yeah, as a baby.
Holy shit. That was before Who's the Boss? I guess so. Yeah, this is
with those weapons. He takes on no bullshit, bro. He kills like 600 people in this movie.
And so what? Is he like an ex-war veteran or whatever?
Yeah, he's like an ex-Green Beret, and they.
Ex-war veteran.
Exactly. That makes sense. And they kidnap his daughter, like some former enemy. So he just goes and takes over a country by himself.
That is the hardest.
Look at that shit. So they blew up that whole set. There was no CGI there. They literally blew up a set.
You know what? So here's the thing.
I think it looks better, son.
Dude, I love it because those kind of plots are kind of timeless to me. That's what Equalizer is.
Yeah,
he used to be like a,
you kidnap somebody, he goes gets them and kills all the bad guys.
Yeah, and kills all the bad guys.
Yeah,
he takes on the fucking Russian mob.
Exactly. Yeah. Now they need like an A, B, and C story arc. There's got to be a love interest. I'm like, fuck that. He fucked nobody in this. He just killed literally 600 people.
Dude, me and my roommate Turner. You know Michael Turner. Yeah. He and
Shout out Mike Turner.
During the pandemic, he and I had a Denzel marathon. Of just watching like.
He might be one of my favorite actors.
All the Denzel joints.
He might be my favorite, son. Airplane.
Oh,
that movie is incredible.
When he says, "I'm drunk right now."
Yeah.
in the courtrum or whatever.
Yeah, when he saves all those people, hammered.
He's
just doing lines of coke in the bath.
Coke. Yep.
He's like, I gotta fly this plane. Let me wake up and bust this line.
Good. Hurricane, where he's the boxer, which is a true story.
Training Day, of course.
Training Day.
First time he played a bad guy, destroyed it.
He's good. He's good at taking real stories and like acting in these films and doing them such justice. It's so dope. Like when he did Malcolm X, that's another good one. I don't know why I watch that around Christmas time every year.
Well, it's a family favorite.
Yeah. Somebody, I was watching it. I was watching it at my
watch Roots.
Yeah, right. I was watching it at my adopted folks' house one year. I was like, I can't stop the tradition. Just because I'm with my adopted folks, I can't fucking stop. Hey, it's every Christmas, guys. We're all watching it. Okay, you need to learn.
Get that milk and cookies ready for Santa.
Yeah,
he watching.
I'm yelling at my sisters. Kennedy, get over here. Kennedy. Such a white name, huh?
I was going to say, they didn't name you Chappelle.
Yeah, right.
That was given to you before they
sit down. We're watching it.
I forgot to even announce it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Oh, shit. I didn't know you had it.
No, I do a rolling start. No, I do a rolling start. I don't give a fuck.
We're 16 minutes into the rolling start.
Yeah.
We got Shapel Lacey, my guy, fucking one of the first guys I worked with on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that was my second road trip.
You know what's so funny? I can remember the month
it was like a week before you moved out here, right?
A few weeks. No, it was so that was August of 2018. I moved out to LA.
Wow, you
March
remember that well,
2018.
son.
Yeah. Oh, dog.
What a weekend that was, man.
Yeah, that was such a fun weekend.
I fell in love with Arizona and that club specifically.
Great show. Those were great shows.
You remember the green room? There was more people in the green room than the fucking in the showroom. It was crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
The crowd was like, looking at what the fuck's going on back
there?
Yeah,
it's just
everybody came out, opened the door because Jeff had 400 comics in the green room.
I know, yeah,
as he always does.
Yeah, because he's so inclusive, And so dude, that was a really fun weekend.
Great weekend. Whatever happened to the host? What was it, Mike?
Chase.
Whatever happened to Chase?
Chase, he doesn't do stand up anymore.
Good for him. Smart guy.
He plays guitar. He plays guitar in my band.
Oh my God! He went from comedy to music. He really doesn't like employment.
Well, he's really good at guitar playing. And so,
dude, that's one of the things I find funny about my comedy friends. They have so many skills. I'm like, I got none.
It's just that one.
They're all just like musicians, or they fucking jujitsu, or some
good
other
at chess or something.
Yeah,
it's like just like a chess.
Programmers. I'm like,
right.
What else do you do? I was like, I was a fucking finance nerd. I robbed people on Wall Street.
Yeah, right.
Any asshole can do that. I just got lucky. I got a job. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I got no skills.
That is
plumbers
crazy.
And shit.
There are so many comics that like they kind of shock you with what like. What the other things they know how to do. Like Fahim Anwar knows how to dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, too. I'm surprised, but I really shouldn't be, because I feel like comedians are those kind of people where they, the little ADHD, they bounce around a little bit. That disparate interest. Like, people wouldn't guess, I'm a big outdoorsman. I'm from New York City. I sound like a fucking street rat. I'm mafia. I love camping, hunting.
You like that shit? You like camping? You know what's so funny? So,
bro, I didn't see grass until I was like 26.
Yeah, I get it. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I watch PBS. I'm like, man, that looks beautiful. Fair. One day I'm gonna go.
I actually appreciate whenever I go to a place where it's cold. Like if I'm on the road and it's cold, I actually appreciate it more because I didn't grow up with like a winter time, in Arizona. So
Arizona.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? You brought up hunting.
You were the third black guy to ever be in Arizona.
Right? Yeah. Me and my brothers just pre-adoption. So what's funny is, I don't eat meat or whatever, anything like that.
What? I mean, I know you don't drink, but you don't eat meat?
Yeah, I don't eat meat.
Are you vegan or vegetarian?
Vegetarian.
Okay, because vegan's hard.
See, the thing, when I explain it to people, like, I'm like, they're like, oh, you doing it for like honest, to be quite honest, I wasn't the strongest fan of like a lot of, like, I didn't really like pork, didn't like steak,
that's a better reason than saying you care about the planet, because those people who say that also have a car and a cell phone made by Asian slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of hype.
Always, my thing is like, it's always like no one's 100% what they are.
Of course.
No one is. You could be the best that you can at it, but no one's 100% at it, right?
I'm okay with them doing that. Just acknowledge that you're not perfect. Acknowledge
that you're not 100%.
That's what I do. I own my flaws, so you can't fuck with me.
I don't do the whole I'm not fucking part of like the community.
Yeah, I'm not better than you.
I'm not doing that shit. So three things that are funny. So I'll tell you the first thing, and then I'll tell you the other two things. So one thing, I did a spot for a homie. He started running this show, and I just needed to do like a small gig to where I just say something different on stage.
Yeah.
And it was at a vegan restaurant or whatever. They shut it down, put these chairs or whatever. It was really cool. And I was like, the first thing I said was I don't eat meat, and they did not believe me.
I think it's kind of racist, honestly. I think there's a tinge of racism in that. Black guy doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, I'm sitting here dying.
Of course he loves pork.
Dying on stage.
Of course he eats chicken.
Dying on stage trying to convince these people that I don't eat meat. And then I was like, hey, I like carbs are in everything. I was like, I like carbs. Okay, do you guys believe that? Does that help?
But that goes what we were just saying. That's how full of shit Hollywood is.
Yeah.
A black guy gets on stage, I'm a vegan too. Bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, well, oh, there's your hidden race. Of course he likes chicken, is what they're thinking.
Yeah,
Fucking asshole. You know,
yeah.
like, the latent racism.
You really
He's
got
not one of us.
You big guy.
Yeah. How'd you get so big?
Yeah.
Pizza, motherfucker.
Yeah,
cheese.
cheese. I said I didn't meat. But also, I watch so many hunting videos.
Oh, really?
I watch a ton of hunting videos.
That's wild.
The reason why I watch it because I look at myself and I go, I could never do that. That's why I watched them.
That's one of the reasons I went hunting.
Because I'm like, oh, this is interesting. It's like, I mean, I go wherever which way you want. Like if you want to eat meat, you don't want to eat meat or whatever. And like, I mean, whatever. I mean, hunting's been around since fucking.
Dude, that's how I got into it.
know.
So the very first time I went hunting, like everything else in life, I don't dip my toe in the water. I fucking jump in head first.
Yeah.
I took it was like a 3-week deep backcountry Colorado. I mean, fucking deep, dude. Like we had to get choppered out if something happened. So it was literally a 5-hour drive from Boulder. You hit a dirt road. It's 7 hours on the dirt road. You get to a lodge. They outfit you with horses and pack horses. Then you take those
How's the altitude?
to where you set up camp. And then you take like a half day's ride to the hunting ground. We were dumb far.
Yeah.
And the reason I got into it is not because, I want to go kill something. I had 2 thoughts. I'm like, one, I love the outdoors. And hunting for 3 weeks keeps you outdoors for 3 weeks. I'm like, this is a great way to just go, see the countryside. And 2, I'm like, I've been eating meat my whole life. I put no fucking effort into it. Just go down to the store and grab the shit. It's like, let me see if I can go actually procure my own fucking, if I kill an elk, which is what I was hunting, you get a year's worth of meat. And it's the best meat possible because this fucking thing's living, 300 miles from the nearest human being.
Yeah.
I was like,
so they're not eating a lot of bad shit.
Dude, we had guns, scopes, night vision, all this shit, horses. We barely saw them. That's how hard it is to hunt. And they were like the guys that I was with, they're like, oh, sorry, we couldn't take a shot. I'm like, no, I'm glad this is the real deal. Like, this is how hard it is with modern technology. Can you imagine doing this shit, 700 years ago, or 1,000 years, 2,000 years ago? Like Native Americans are even worth 10,000 years ago with a fucking rock. So that's how hard it is. That's how gangster animals are.
So here's the thing. Think about that, and think about a lion that is
chasing
trying
your
to hunt.
ass too.
No, that's trying to hunt for their food.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you're out there trying to get the deer. They're out there trying to get you.
Yeah. So like, because I watch a lot of like animals in the wild and like watching them do their hunting. Like, so like if you didn't catch anything, you're like, well, all right, we can just drive back to wherever and I can go to the grocery store. But a lion, if they miss that kill, they never catch. If they don't catch that deer,
they got to catch it with their face.
Yes.
Bro, I could be 200 yards away with a rifle, high-power rifle and a scope, and still fuck it up.
Exactly.
They got to grab the thing with their head.
They got to physically go get that motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know how humans made it this far, honestly.
Yeah. I'm like,
because we're soft as baby shit, son. Think about it. Like, a lot of people wearing glasses. All those motherfuckers would be dead 20,000 years ago. How did we get this far?
Look at Mike. He's raised up.
Exactly. Me, dead. You know what I'm saying? Like most of us.
Yeah.
Even the toughest guys, half the UFC fighters couldn't make it in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
The fucking lion, I don't care how tough you are, a lion will fuck you up.
Especially when you see those videos of people that, there was that one dude that was, a mountain lion was like kind of like, following him. Yeah. And he goes, no, like trying to scream, whatever. Eventually he threw rocks at it or whatever. But if he would have turned his back, because that's how they thrive.
Yeah, no, if you run, the chase is instinctual.
Because if you notice, I've watched so many
do not run. They will chase you.
Yeah,
wild animals.
I've watched so many fucking videos. Like, whenever a lion is like standing off to like a warthog and they're face to face, the lion's like, oh, fuck. Like,
they don't want to get a fucking tusk to the face.
But as soon as that like warthog turns around, it's like, boom.
Yeah, dude.
They just got it. You know what I mean? But if they're like face to face, they're like, oh, shit.
They're not trying to get killed, because they're fucking dangerous, bro. I mean, like, some of these things they hunt, dude, zebras.
Oh, yeah.
They kill more people in Africa than lions do.
Really?
And hippos kill more than all of them combined.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, these think about it. They're getting hunted by lions. They got to be tough.
You ever see that video of the person feeding the hippo and they throw like a watermelon in his mouth and it just
fucking,
like it's like have another.
Bro, one time, this is so funny. I asked Jeff this one time on his podcast. I was like, "Do you think you could beat up a chimp?" He goes, "Absolutely." I'm like, "What are you, insane?"
Think about that.
He's like a UFC fight. You put him in the ring. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, these things are jacked. They'll rip your arms off. They're like 5 times more powerful than a man.
So Michael Jackson used to have a chimp. Yeah. Remember that Bubbles, his chimp or whatever? And they talk about how Bubbles like got aggressive, and it still was like young, like it wasn't even like full grown.
Do you know how strong they are?
They are so strong.
They weigh as much as a human being, but they're literally 7 or 8 times stronger, and they have 4 fucking hands.
What?
Like I don't care if you're the best wrestler in the world. You don't have 4
hands. Have they ever
hands.
described as to why? Because it's like obviously, we're taller than a fucking.
They need to be. They need to be. That the lifestyle they live, they're aggressive towards each other. They're aggressive. They hunt and kill other primates.
Yeah.
They have to climb trees. I mean, think about it. Like,
Bubbles.
Yeah, strong
Bubbles is still alive.
Yeah. Well, what about that one?
Because Bubbles, they live for a long time.
Oh, they live like us, 50, 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're fucking, and Jeff's like, well, if it doesn't know it's a fight, and I run up and hit it, I'm like, you're not going to knock it out. Do you have any idea how strong a chimp's jaw is? Like you're delusional, bro. Like an adult, 100-pound chimpanzee will fucking ruin your universe.
Like, I wonder what, like.
They ripped that girl's face off. Remember that? They fucking.
Yeah. Oh, she was on Oprah.
Yeah. And that's what they do. They attack your face, and your genitals first.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because it's instinctual. Because when they fight each other, like it's the males, they're trying to rip his nuts off so he doesn't breed. Bro, they catch monkeys and eat them alive. They don't even kill these things.
What'd you see,
Bubbles
Mike?
turned 40 last year.
Bubbles turned 40. Wow.
They had a birthday party for him. Here he is. He's big as fuck now.
He's big as fuck.
Dangerous, son. Dangerous animal.
I think one of Michael's sisters goes and visits, and he like remembers her.
Yeah, I mean that's what you hope for, you know.
Yeah,
that I've seen that with this lion trainer that used to be on the History Channel. He knows some lines and they'll like remember them.
Yeah, but
even one of the ones he like helped raise from a cub, something happened, fucking thing snapped and attacked him, and he was in ICU for like 3 weeks. He got thankfully covered up his neck, but the slash marks, he got like 2,000 stitches.
Yo, I just thought about something. Why didn't they tranquilize Harambe?
Well, because he had a human being.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when a human's getting attacked, you're not trying to like save that thing's life. You're trying to fucking put it down.
Yeah.
But like it's like the animal. The tiger didn't go crazy. The tiger went tiger. Like Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
Tiger went crazy when he was riding a unicycle.
Yeah, right.
The fucking tiger went. Of course, you rip your fucking face off.
Which is so hilarious. I could never do anything like that. I don't want to fucking.
But we still.
I don't want to fucking touch or fuck with animals on that level. I'm like, hey, I want you to be.
Dude, me neither. And I like the wilderness. I like seeing them in the wild from a distance, bro.
You been to MGM, the hotel?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever see like one part of the casino. There's like lions in the glass or whatever.
I hate that shit.
That shit?
Keeping them in prison.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to Thailand. They had a tiger on a chain and you can pet it. I'm like, I'm not. That's fucking. That's like,
I don't want to.
Well, let me go pet a black guy. It's the same thing, just slavery. He's there against his will.
It's like, bitch, what?
But when you see him in the wild, it's like I saw a grizzly bear in the wild once.
You did,
bro. The fear it puts down, I can't explain it. It's literally like part of like your lizard brain, like your brain stem. You remember like the fear of all of your ancestors at once. It puts a shiver in you.
Yeah.
And at first you fucking freeze. And then it takes all your power not to turn around and run because you know it's going to rip your ass up.
Yeah.
So you just got to wait until it turns away. Then you take off.
Look at that shit.
Bro, 1,000-pound bear.
Yeah.
8, 9 feet tall.
What the fuck you want me to do against that? At that point, you just got to accept your fate.
No, they tell you if they go jump on you, just fucking curl up and play dead.
Oh, that's what they say?
Well, because they're not going to eat you. You're not fatty enough. That's how smart these animals are. Oh. They bite you and they're like, this motherfucker ain't a seal. And
they're like, we need the nutrients.
Yeah. It's either that or there's cubs nearby and they get protective of it. If a mother bear is protecting her cubs, they say you're probably going to get killed. Oh. But if it's like an old male, they'll bite you, not taste enough fat, run away.
Oh.
Yeah, because when they catch salmon, all they eat is the fish and the roe and the skin and leave the rest of that shit because there's not enough calories in it.
Oh, got it.
I mean, these motthers are surviving. Like you said, they're
not
playing games out there, you know?
I know. That's what's so funny when people think like a hyena is so ruthless, and it's like they're not ruthless. They're trying to eat.
Survival. You would be too if there was no other food on the earth. You start eating your neighbors.
Because hyenas eat the animals alive. They don't like.
Yeah, so do monkeys. So do chimps.
Yeah, so they don't.
Only cats kill you first.
They don't suffocate like lions and like all the big cats do, where they kind of like
dogs start eating
you,
your ass. Yeah.
Make sure you stop breathing or whatever. So the reason why hyenas are eat their prey alive is because lions come up and take their food all the time.
So they got to eat quick.
Fuck. Okay, we gotta do this fast. Otherwise, there's a lion.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lion going around the corner. Take this shit
around the corner that could just come up because it happens to them a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And a lot of times it's like a male lion, like in which like they're just so dominant.
Yeah,
that,
but
like,
male lions also kill hyenas because they know they hunt the same food. So if they
Exactly,
kill competition,
Yeah.
there's more food for them.
You ever see?
That's how
You ever see
gangster
that?
nature is.
There was a video of a lion getting revenge on a fucking hyena.
Oh, yeah,
It chased that fucking
It's like
hyena down
torture.
and fucking. Because what they do is they clip your legs.
Yeah.
Which obviously slows you
fall
down.
down.
And then all he did was just broke his spine and then fucking left him.
That's how big these grizzly bears are, son. With one paw swipe, they can break an elk's back. Elk weigh like 800 to 1,100 pounds. They can,
You ever seen that one video where the bear was in someone's backyard with a deer?
oh my god! And the thing is squealing.
Yeah, squealing.
It sounded
yes.
like a pig. I was like, what is
Yeah, and
this?
it's like trying to get up, and the bear's like, bitch, I gotta eat.
I ain't looking up these death videos.
I know, yeah, right. I watched so
do that on
many
your
of
own
them.
time.
No, I've seen them all.
But that's the thing. Like, when you really pull it back, it makes me kind of laugh. That's one of the reasons why I like being in the woods, because it makes you refocus on the immediate, most important things: food, water, shelter,
Yeah.
warmth, safety. You know, like I can't worry about my emails or my likes on fucking
Yeah,
Instagram or
that's
YouTube when you're
fair.
out there. Like, I'm too busy chopping wood so I don't fucking freeze to death at night.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
That's fair.
And it goes
'Cause
to
I went camping once, and I said, I'll never do this again.
Yeah, well, I get why people don't want to do it like
go,
that.
yeah, what
but I
am
do
I
it like, because I know I'm coming back to civilization. I don't want to live out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's kind of like a break from the day-to-day bullshit to sort of, it's almost like my meditation.
How do you find comfort in those fucking tents?
Oh, you pack it with you, son.
What do you pack it with you?
They have like inflatable air mattresses that you can like roll up real
That's
tight.
not what I was sleeping. I was sleeping on a fucking hard ass.
Well, you fucked up.
I did.
You said that's the other thing too. To be
I was
fa-
miserable
to be
the
fair,
whole time.
To be fair,
I was slanted on a
yeah.
hill.
To be fair, I go to REI and get all the gear and make it as comfortable as possible. It's still
I woke up every hour.
Yeah, it's still not great, but it's comfortable enough. And honestly, if you're out there, like when I was hunting, you get so fucking tired, you can't believe how hard you sleep. Like, you think you work a hard day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you had regular jobs before you got into comedy. Fucking
Yeah.
mowing
Valet,
grass or you valet running, grabbing cars.
Yeah.
You think you're tired all day walking on your fucking feet, working it in and out. Try cutting down 4 trees to get enough wood to not fucking freeze overnight.
Oh, gosh.
All
Yeah.
day long.
You're right. That's a different
Go
breed.
get water, bro. You got to fucking dig a trench, and where there's like a water.
It's a different breed.
It's a whole thing. Like, everything,
Which
you do
most
is a
people
step.
in today's world do not know about.
Of course.
Meanwhile, that's where we started.
Yeah, and I think that's
Who am I? What am I? A historian?
No,
and that's where we
no,
started.
but it's actually true. And that's what I was getting
I
to.
hope it is true.
No, and that's what I was getting to. Is like I feel like that's the reason why you hear all the time now people are like, oh, I'm stressed out. I got anxiety, depression. Our ancestors didn't have these problems because they had real fucking problems.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like every day they're trying to survive.
Your focus was
you can't worry about does my wife love me enough when you're just trying to find food to survive.
Yeah.
Like every look at a squirrel. That thing is so fucking stressed out. You think human beings should be stress free? It's a crazy thing to try.
There's a video. It's just to put it into perspective. There's this video I watched of these Africans stealing meat from these lions, and the way they had to strategically do it, because I think they caught something, and they got like they just basically ran up. All they had was fucking spears. You know what I mean? But also they knew like they could still get fucked up by these lions.
Yeah.
Right. But the way they snuck up on them, the way they just like attacked the situation and was quick about it, like, oh, let's cut this fucking leg, cut this leg. That's fucking. We got to get back to our village.
Yeah.
And fucking
get behind the fence.
Before these fucking things like get us.
It's usually a big rite of passage for a man to go do the
Yeah. But this is a video that's not like.
It's not old. Yeah, people still living like that.
That's
son.
what I'm saying. So it was like kind of wild, like, puts things into perspective. Like, oh, we don't have to. Like, I'm like, I don't have to live that way.
Yeah,
but they do. They have to like live that way,
bro. Even the poorest person in this country, right this minute, lives better than the average person 10,000 years ago. Even 1,000 years ago, fucking Queen Victoria didn't have running water. She shat in a hole.
Think about it.
She was a queen of England. I
have
running water in my crib.
Think about how much someone makes standing on the freeway with a sign.
Oh my God! In this country, they'd be fucking a prince in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I made $40 today. Oh, you should quit and take care of your family for the rest of their life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it is different. Yeah, these people are like, well, I got a whole village that I got to go feed. Like, I guess we got to go fucking hunt. Think about people that like that are so. Like,
I almost envy that because I feel like it simplifies your life in a way that, like, I feel like this lifestyle that we live is very unnatural. So we create our own problems.
Yeah.
In that lifestyle, you have enough problems. So when you do have downtime or free time, the joy you have is a joy I'll never experience in my life in a weird way. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like they've culled it down to the needs.
Yeah, they feel joy different than we feel joy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone's joy could be like, oh, I got this many likes.
You think about that, yeah. Now we're living virtual worlds, and these people are like, I'm hunting alongside the lions every day.
Dude, I was able to feed my fucking village today.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, I don't know if you remember a few years back. I think it was in Brazil. They found an ancient tribal community that they didn't know about, and they'd never met Western people to this day. Like they'd never seen modern society. And they tried to ride boats over there, and they shot arrows at these motherfuckers. And one guy got on, and they killed that motherfucker. And in a weird way, I'm like, yo, these guys figured it out. Like, no, we don't want that. We see this shit come. We don't want any part of that. We're doing good over here. You know, everybody's fed. Community's good. To them, we don't want you coming here with your fucking technology and fucking this up, getting our kids on YouTube. Because
to them, that's enemy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're probably, I mean, all they were doing was just protecting their,
Look
their
that
village.
up, When was that? I feel like that was like 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
But they literally were shooting ball. They killed a fucking journalist. They're like, they're like, no, we don't want any part of that bullshit.
It's like, bro, what is?
They still don't know that World War II happened. Like, this is how hardcore they're living.
That's how great, dude. Think about that.
But that's also crazy. There's still wild places like that in the world, like where human beings.
This guy.
2018 Sentinel Island.
Yeah, where is Sentinel Island?
Damn it, India.
Oh, okay.
There's a tribe of people that don't know TV exists, doesn't know anything about the internet.
Put it this way, motherfuckers. If people in their own country aren't going over there to fuck with them, you shouldn't go over there.
Well, no, that was the funniest part. The government told me, they don't really want any contact. Like, oh, we'll see. And they fucking killed them. They're like, well, we told you.
Oh, they were warned?
Yeah. That's why they didn't press any charges. Like, yeah, what they're governing their own little fucking.
Yeah, think about trying to press charges on those guys.
It's illegal to contact them now to try to.
I love that.
They made that a new law?
After that, the government made it illegal. Yeah, like fuck it, let them over.
Yeah, good. Yeah, do not what? But you think they're going to be friendly with you?
I don't blame them. So
because think about it, they're probably
every time somebody showed up you didn't know, it turned into a fucking colony and everyone got fucked.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
100% of the time, people got fucked on that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it was never better than when.
They're like, is this Christopher Columbus Part 2? What do you want?
That's the only book they've ever read. It was like a middle school social studies textbook. Like, I don't know, but when they come over with boats, it means the shit's over.
It means the shit's over. So I wonder how they killed him. Were they like
bow and arrows?
Arrows. Damn.
Yeah, he wanted to spread Christianity to him.
Listen, I'm not one.
Listen,
I don't like making fun of.
No, I like making fun of organized religion. I think organized religion is the goofiest shit.
I don't give a fuck.
It's weird. I took mushrooms and I'm like, maybe God does exist. I was really atheist until I took mushrooms.
Oh, you were atheist?
I was a rabid atheist.
Really?
From about the age of 8 or 9. What
made you go atheist?
Well, I was raised Catholic. I was in Catholic school and all that.
I'm always curious how people get like atheists.
Yeah, I was raised doing Catholic school and all that.
Because we all know how people get like.
Yeah.
But like some people are like, oh, I just don't fuck with religion.
Yeah.
But someone that's like, no, I'm atheist.
Yeah, no, it started for me. I was probably
started from the bottom. Now you.
Yeah, exactly. Just kidding. Probably right around the time I started watching comedy, George Carlin. I was in like a Sunday school. It's called CCD. In Catholic school. And, I was always an inquisitive guy. I want to know why. And, they're talking about, Jonah and the whale and, the flood. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. If you have 2 of every animal, eventually it's going to be incest. And the teacher goes, Randy, go outside. So she sent me outside. And she goes, look, if you're not going to participate, just play.
Is this real life?
She goes, just play along. And when she said play along, I was like, oh, you think this is bullshit. So that's when I started questioning it.
Wow.
And I actually found the Bible, parts of it interesting. Like I was out of boredom, I read it, and I thought it was like parables, like the 3 bears. It's not literal. Like the stories are in there to teach you a lesson.
I love the basic principles of it.
They're parables to teach you a lesson, like Aesop's fables. They're not literally I don't think would happen.
Yeah.
But then once the church rape scandal broke out, I was like, fuck this horse shit.
Yeah,
that's when I got confirmed,
Yeah.
which is like one of the last sacraments you do. And then after that, I could decide for myself whether I want to go to church on Sunday. I was at 13.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no more. Because that Spotlight story broke in Boston about how they were raping
Yeah.
kids. I'm like, I can't be part of this shit at all.
No.
And then I was like, well, it's all a bunch of horseshit. But then I ate mushrooms, you know, probably on my 30th birthday. And I talked to a tree for like 4 hours. I had like a literal conversation with a tree.
That's
tight.
tight.
And he's like, I was here before Christ. I'm like, whoa.
Like, yeah.
This is in Northern California. Those trees are like 8,000 years old.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about, I'm like, yeah, maybe God isn't what I was taught. Maybe God's the bigger thing that I'm feeling right now. Like it's
Wow.
maybe like what makes physics.
Yeah.
Like encapsulating that idea into God, into like a one white guy in the sky with a beard.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's trivializing how vast this universe is.
Yeah.
What's before the universe? That's God. Like what's before
I guess
before time?
what I believe is that I don't think there's an image as much as I believe there's a big power.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I felt. I felt
got it.
small.
That's what you
like,
felt, yeah.
Like I knew the universe was bigger than me.
Yeah.
And God, I felt like it was just a way human beings simplify it.
Fuck yeah.
But there's like it doesn't do it any justice. You know, like
Yeah.
to think that God created the world and the universe in 7 days. I'm like, what? How do you know what one day is to the creator of all? So like,
Yeah.
I knew there was like a bigger system, a bigger feeling out there.
Yeah.
But God is just human beings' way to fucking
always
to
think,
put it in
man,
a box and then make money off of dumb people. And so
Yeah.
so now, you know, believe what you want, but I have a problem with organized religion. They all turn into cults. Anytime you can consolidate power, there's always somebody pimping it out.
I mean,
that's my problem.
every
you believe in God, but if you go to a church, that motherfucker's robbing you.
Yeah, and most
That's what I think.
Most cults like have like religious like values, which like sucks because like a bit like people that are just like, you know, they practice religion, they're not trying to like push any agenda. Where they're like, what the
that's
fuck?
what I
hey,
like.
They're like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah. Like my family are all Catholic, but they're lapsed Catholics. They don't, you know, we don't.
What does that mean?
Means, you know, we go twice a year because my grandmother wants to go to church. You know what I'm saying? But
like
it's a family.
special-
It's
yeah,
a cult. It's like Jews. Most Jews don't go to synagogue on Saturday. They're just culturally Jewish.
Got it.
You,
Okay,
you know what
okay.
I'm saying? Like it's like a, you know, like anything else. Being from New York, being you know, on a team. You know, like
Yeah.
You know, it's just one way to teach you how to do right and wrong.
And
they use the boogeyman that is God to
which I think is it's just like also don't make it like scary.
Well, that's why I hated Catholicism, because it was very guilt driven.
Yeah, I don't like that's what I'm saying. I don't like
you sinned and you're to be punished. And I'm
like,
but God loves you. I'm like, how can that? If He loves me, how can He be, you know, intolerant of my mistakes?
Bro, and then like,
and also, why do I have to tell a grown man at 11 years old my mistakes in a dark room?
Yeah,
'cause that's not God. That's a guy. God's all knowing.
Yeah,
that guy's a pervert.
Like, eat a dick. Yeah,
that guy's a fucking pervert who wants to talk to kids in a dark room.
What are you fucking asking me these questions for? And also like I just hate that like saying where like if you don't believe this you go to hell, and it's like, bitch,
that's ridiculous.
Which is like insane to say to a person. It's like, bitch, you're in khakis and sandals and a regular t-shirt, and you're telling me if I don't believe something, you know, I'm going to hell.
Well, also hell can be here on earth.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're all ostensibly, I feel like we're all kind of living it because we still have problems. I almost like am more interested in death now than before, because there was a certainty with the way Catholicism, you know, you behave, you go to heaven, you know, you see your family, and but I'm like, wait, I like sinning. You know, the fun stuff to do on earth are the sins. Like, oh, but if you do that, you go to hell and burn forever. I'm like, but also, didn't God create me? If He created me, why did He fuck this up and make me? Why did He make me flawed?
Yeah, there's just so much. Yeah, there's so much to question there. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, you shouldn't scare people to do the right thing. You should encourage them to do the right thing because it makes your life better.
Yeah, and that's why I like some of those books behind you are mine. But yeah, like I read a lot of like Stoic.
I love Stoicism.
So do Stoicism. Yeah, so that's the shit that's like helped me a lot.
A ton.
And just kind of find my way to be grounded. And
I'm not a big self-help guy, but those kind of things. Yeah. Practical self-help is what I like.
Yes.
I'm not going to therapy to bitch about my mom. Tell me how I can make my head not feel weird.
Yeah.
And, like, how do I cope? I get it. We all go through problems. Give me coping mechanisms, not a fucking bitch, you know, session for an hour. I don't need that. You know?
Yeah.
Here are my problems. Let's work on this. You know?
Dude, that's what I loved about my anger management. My third anger management.
You went to anger management?
Yeah, like from like 15,
no way, dude. You're the
15,
sweetest guy I know. Are you serious?
15, yeah, from 15.
I could not imagine you losing your temper.
Yeah,
you're the only black guy I know who I couldn't envision losing their temper.
Damn. You met me post anger management.
I must have, yeah.
Yeah,
Why'd you gotta go? Court order? What happened?
Yeah. It's so funny because people did not court order, but it was when I first went, it was because of my school.
Yeah, so you got in trouble and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah. But it's funny because everyone's like, "Oh, so you decided to go there?" I go, "You think I decided to fucking go to anger management? No one decides."
No, but sometimes that's the intervention you need. Go check this shit out.
Yeah.
Right?
So yeah, because I was obviously getting in fights and all that stuff, and just so many fucking.
That's the difference between. That's the 4-year difference between us right there. I was the last of a generation. We're knuckling up. We're still like, oh, it's just kids being kids.
Yeah, it's like in I remember a time where
which I'm a little sad about because
you
should let kids resolve some ways, but sometimes you should let them experience the consequences of their actions.
Listen, I think
talk tough, you get fucking knocked out.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you got to fight a fair one.
Lesson like getting your ass kicked. Right? I mean, there's some lessons you only learn at the end of a punch.
Dude, some of the people I've fought in my life, I'm friends with.
Most of the fights I've had, I've turned into friends with those guys.
Exactly.
Most of them. All through middle school
there was a buddy of mine growing up. We got in fights all the time.
Me and my brother, we would break things. We would destroy the house throwing each other around.
That's what I'm saying. All the fucking time, me and my homeboy, shouts out Raphael, we would get in fights all the fucking time as kids. And meanwhile, to this day, he and I are just the greatest of friends.
Yeah.
We would get in fights all the time.
Yeah. The difference is no gunplay.
Yeah.
Back then, you just had a fight and whoever won, and there was nobody
jumping in. And then it was over.
Nobody comes to the school and shoots it up.
Yeah, no one's like, I lost that fight. I got to go.
Yeah. And also, at 3 o'clock, it all ended. You went home and the bullying stopped.
Yeah, you went home.
There was no internet with all your friends and enemies fucking with you.
And it went no further than the fight. Yeah. It went no further.
I remember adults would watch and say, all right, you guys are done now.
Yeah. I remember parents being outside like, you want to fight my kid? All right, cool. All right,
I got sent outside one time.
Duke it out.
You better go down there and take care of that.
Yeah. Go ahead, duke it out.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
A Polish kid in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
He was picking on me. I was crying. I was like, go the fuck back out there and take care of that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Christ. Like, and thank God I won the fight, but otherwise I would get my ass kicked. But either way, I was learning a lesson.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I was turning good friends with him.
I know. I remember
a week and a half later, we're fucking playing with our Ninja Turtles together.
Yeah, exactly. My stepdad. I remember these dudes tried to come jump me because I beat their ass at school, and they knew where I lived because we lived. I mean, everybody lived by each other, And so
kids still went outside.
Yeah, and they pulled up to my house, and he was like, "What? Like, what's good? Like, what? Y'all trying to jump him?" They're like, "Yeah." That ain't happening.
We'll
if you want the fair one,
yeah, exactly.
We'll rock that fair one.
Oh my God, I've seen him bust up a ton of fights. Unless it's fair, like a one-on-one fight.
Yeah,
but if you're getting jumped, he would have no tolerance for that kind of thing.
Yeah, hell no. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight the fair one.
What kind of men are you think you're gonna be?
Yeah, if you want to fight, he's gonna fight both of y'all one at a time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So but that's just what it was.
Yeah,
I do miss that time.
Well, the thing is about that time is there was right lesson, wrong strategy.
Yeah,
like it was. Like I said, one time I watched my father kick these like high school kids' asses that were jumping another kid. He ran up his Cutlass Supreme. No, it was a
that's hard.
Caprice.
That's hard.
Caprice Classic. Jumped out, grabbed a tire, and busted one of them up because they were taking his shoes off his feet.
Yeah.
Grab it all back. But I'm like, my dad's committing violence.
Yeah.
But for a good reason. I'm like, what is it fucking? It's a little weird to watch him beat up a couple dudes, but they were doing the wrong thing, so my dad did a bigger wrong thing.
Listen, I've never been opposed to a fair one.
Yeah, well, my dad used to tell me that. Don't ever bully anyone.
Don't ever bully anybody.
But if someone's picking on somebody else, you defend them and take that guy's money. So beat up the bullies. So I'm around, they're mugging kids in school and I'm mugging the bully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
like this vigilanteism is probably not the
also,
right.
most of the fights I got in was because of that shit. Because I was fighting bullies.
Yeah, I was the same way. I never.
You know what I mean? It wasn't what I never like when I think about the fights I got in. It wasn't because I was bullying somebody.
Oh, never.
Or they were bullying me, but it was just like. It was more so like I don't like the way you treat people.
Yes, I was the same exact way.
You know what I mean?
Same
like
thing. I didn't. If you were fair, I had no problem with it. But if you're picking on somebody, it's to this day it still gets.
Oh, I hate it.
Real fucking.
I fucking hate it.
Real pissed.
I hate it. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, fucking cowardly shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember one time this dude. I remember what he said. He said something to my friend. And then, he said something to me, but I was like, blew it off. But it was the fact that he said something to my friend. Something about us being skaters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, another anomaly.
Yeah.
Black skater.
Yeah. Something about us being skaters. And I remember I took my fucking folder, because it was on the bus. He was sitting in front of us. I remember I took my folder. I fucking grabbed it like this. I smacked him, right? Hard as fuck. I was brutal. I smacked him with that fucking.
Well, you
folder.
were like me. You don't start a fight, but you end it.
Yeah,
because you know how dangerous it is to get violence. Like, you get hit back. I go, no.
I remember his head. I
wasn't the strongest kid, but I was always first.
But I was always first. Yeah, and I was just ready. It's like, all right.
It made me real anxious to fight.
I'm like, all right, ready, I'm like, ready, set, go.
Yeah.
So I hit him with the folder. His fucking head fucking falls like that, and I just fucking just had him just boom, just punching the fuck out of him, right? And I remember the bus driver comes up. This before we even left school.
Yeah.
Because this was on the way home.
Yeah.
And so I remember
nobody
the bus driver. No. The bus driver was like, "Hey, knock it off."
Yeah, exactly.
And we stopped it. Right. We stopped fighting.
Now he'd be in jail for negligence.
And then he goes, "Wait till we get off the bus." I said, "I'm ready. Right. We drive home. He fucking we get off the bus, and it was I remember my brother was standing. My brother, God rest his soul, he was way bigger than I was. My brother
was he older than you?
He was older, 2 years older. Okay. Right.
I got a little brother who's like my big brother. He's bigger than me and my big
brother was a big brother.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker was huge. And so I get off the bus.
And you're a big guy, bigger than you.
And he saw me like just fucking fuming. He goes, "What's up? What happened?" I said, "I'm about to fight that motherfucker." Blah blah blah. And then my brother walked up. He goes, "You trying to fight my brother? You trying to fight my brother?" And the guy was like, "No."
That's how family is.
He goes, blah blah blah. Told me that your brother said this about me. And then he goes, "Shapel, you say that?" I said, "Hell no." And he goes, "You lying on my brother?" To the other guy.
Oh yeah.
And the guy like got just fucking like his fucking soul saying. Then my brother fucking
even in broken families, if you have members that care that much, you say like without asking, I say, "Jess, I need your help. You need a pistol or what?"
Yeah.
Well, how hard are we going? Like,
how hard are we
questions? No questions asked.
And I'm telling you what, when that dude,
I'll explain away later if I made a mistake.
When that dude lied, when that dude admitted that he lied on me, my brother slapped the dog shit out of him. And this was like the bus was still there.
Well, the kids were watching the bus driver get beat up.
I feel like the bus driver was like, I kind of want to see it. You know what I mean?
The bus driver getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, I'll get you guys to the next stop. I got to see this real fast. And fucking my brother just slapped the dog shit out of this dude. He said, "Don't you fuck with my brother ever again." And then fucking no one like fucked with me after that.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I feel like back in the day I feel like everyone thinks like this is the worst time it's ever been. It's like your context is out of whack.
I hate when people say that. Like this is
the best it's ever been.
This is the wildest times. These are the dark times. And I go, have you read a history book?
Yeah. Have you ever watched a movie, son?
Yeah. Have you read like
bro,
there's shit that yes,
we dropped
deal
two
with
nuclear weapons on Japan. And then 20 years later, they killed the president, his brother, Martin Luther King, and Malcolm X, all in a 3-year span. No one took even one shot at Trump or Obama. We have it real fucking good.
Like, I get it.
Real good.
We do have some shit.
We have problems.
We have problems,
perfect.
But when you look at, like, history itself, you like, damn, that happened? That was a real thing and fucking that happened?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not trying to, like, take away or, like, downplay.
No, there's problems.
You know, because
context matters.
The context does
matter. Our problems are our problems. But at least they're not what our problems used to be.
Yeah.
Give us some. Let's live in the century we're in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's fight fair ones.
Yeah. Honestly,
when's the last time you've been in a fight?
I fight. Probably last time I put my hands on someone was probably in my mid to late 20s.
Wow, hell yeah!
And that I was like, that's why I'm getting too old for this shit. Like. You
show somebody your fucking arm,
going to work all scuffed up or something. But more importantly,
it was a scuff. Yeah, good scuff.
No, but more importantly nowadays, I mean, I could fight back when people were just good at fighting. Now a motherfucker knows jujitsu. A 12-year-old girl will fold me up like a lawn chair.
Yeah,
or worse, gunplay.
If there's someone, I was thinking about
pulls
this.
out a pistol, son.
I was thinking about this. Like finding someone that knows jujitsu, like if I trip and fall.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, you watch one guy hit his head on a curb and die, and you go to prison for it.
But think about this: like if you're finding someone jujitsu, like sometimes in fights, like it gets rowdy. Like imagine if you just tripped and fell, like accidentally, and you're trying to get up, but that person's like, "Oh, you're on the ground."
Yeah, you're prey. Yeah, they're like the lion. I mean? They're like the lion on you.
They just became the predator.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're on the ground.
But I also realized, and I learned this in college, and the last time I got into stuff, it was, I think it was in New York, and a guy, once again, was being unfair to a friend, and that and they were upset. So if they fuck with me, you know, I'll blow it off. You know, I'll talk it away. When you're fucking with someone I care about and they're upset, then I get really upset.
Yeah.
But I learned in college because we got like a rumble at a bar, which, you know, fucking, you know, early 2000s.
Happens,
you know. None of us got laid. And I'm like, wait a minute. We all went out to get drunk and, you know, try to find some girls. We're all here like, we just puffing our chest. Yeah, we fucked them up. Like, there's no chicks within 100 yards of us.
Yeah, all we did was just get in a fight.
Yeah, unless you're a paid boxer, you're not getting pussy after a fight. Like, why am I throwing hands? You know, who am I? You know, so we can talk shit amongst ourselves later. Like,
you made no money off that fight.
So we can jerk each other off in the frat house.
Yeah. Like, a street fight is all ego.
Oh, it is.
Unless you both are in agreement, it's like, hey, we're about to fight this fair one. But it's like, you know, sometimes when it just fucking organically just like, oh shit, this coming. A lot of times it is out of ego. And that's why I don't partake in, like, that's why I don't really go.
Because I realize my ego's what gets me in most of my trouble.
And that's why I don't go a lot of places. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, I don't know. I just like certain places, you know, like, even though like I don't drink, like
I go to dive bars.
There's still like bars that like, you know, that you know, what am I saying? There's things there that I'm able to do. There's some like
you're not going to the club. Like, you're going to the dive bar, shoot some pool.
Yeah.
You know, throw darts.
There's some bars with really good food.
Throw darts, you food. You know, your bullshit. You know, the bartender, a local spot where all the old drunks hang out. Like, you know, where the locals are at the bar starting at noon and they leave at closing.
Yeah,
you know. Like I'm going to a club where the young kids are. Get the fuck out.
Fuck out of here.
They got something to prove. I got nothing to prove.
Nothing to fucking prove.
Matter of fact, proving it makes me feel fucking like disappointed.
Yeah, it's like,
in myself.
why am I here?
Yeah, it's like, which is crazy because most things aren't beneath me. But but taking an ass whipping from some kid with a weird fucked up the stupid bangs these young kids wear. I don't want to get beat up by this fucking dork.
I know. I think the last time I physically put hands on someone was same 20. It was I was 20. Yeah.
What would get you into a fight now? You think?
Shit.
Yeah. If someone you know, a loved one,
a loved one.
The only time you could ask Jeff, there's been a few times on the road where I've mouthed off some people because they were getting fresh with him.
It's not
he's my friend. Like, they mouth off to him, and I get real fucking angry.
I don't even know if it's like necessarily mouthing off that'll get me, because mouthing off, like I guess I'm too stoic to like for people's words. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that doesn't bother me.
It's more of like even what I don't know. Like
well, it's also worse with me.
Because like with words, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, well, also words. I mean, we're going to win that battle every time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're stepping in the wrong dojo if you're going to try and beat me in an argument.
Yeah.
Like, even before I was a comedian, I can reason my way out of this. But now that I have, you know, that skill, it's like, yeah, fuck it.
Right.
I'm gonna win the argument and make your friends laugh at you.
I mean, I was just, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Your girl's going to come on with me.
And also, like when it comes to the words, I'm like, no, I'm not terrified of you. I remember, this older black dude.
Well, that's who wins the fight. Older black dude. That's who always wins the fight.
Big black dude.
Who's not afraid to die.
All black room that I was doing, big black dude just staring at me fucking. I'm like, is everything okay? He was like, you making me fall asleep. I go, yeah, because you're old as fuck. You're like, I'm like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? Like, I was like, old black man. Fucking,
you know, like black people treat you like a white guy.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Because black people think white people are afraid of them all the time.
So that was the funny thing about that is like,
oh, look at this cherry ass motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah. He thought he could get me, but I'm like, bruh, I don't care.
Yeah,
like when you have someone that just does not care, I'm not looking for anyone to like me. Yeah, ever. I'm never walking around like hoping you like me.
Do you get bothered when people walk from a show?
No,
hell no, me neither.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Me neither. So good. No, in my head, I'm like good. That's one less person taking up room for a real fan who can find me and sit in that seat.
Yeah, I don't give. Yeah. I give zero. Also, I
don't want everyone to like me.
Yeah. I'm not looking for you to like me, and I'm not gonna fight for you to. The most uncomfortable thing and the most whack thing you can do is like, and here's the thing: all of us have done it at a point in time of our lives where we've like tried to get people to like us. Yeah, you know what I mean. We've all
and you wake up the next day, you're like, what was I doing?
Exactly. What was I doing? Then when you get older, you're like, why did I do that?
You know see how needy you were.
Yeah, you see how needy you were, and it's like, no, I'm just gonna exist. Like,
well, because that's where real power lies.
I'm comfortable with saying no a lot.
Oh, dude,
my favorite thing is to say, nah, I ain't gonna do that. When I don't want, listen, it's hard to convince me to do something that I do not want to do.
That's why it took you so long to get on this podcast, even though you're here every fucking Sunday. Look at this motherfucker.
It's literally my fucking. No, but my favorite thing is like, nah.
That's what I tell people. I've gotten more and more comfortable in my skin as I've gotten older. People are like, I remember when I was turning 30, my sister asked me, "Oh, you feel old?" I'm like, "No, I feel fucking."
I feel fresh. I feel better than I ever fucking have.
Even better. My mom tells us one day, like, "You guys are both fucking ridiculous. Wait till you're 60 years old. You really don't give a shit."
Yeah.
And what I've learned is that the hardest thing to do in life is find out what you really like.
Yeah.
Right. Some people get lucky and they figure it out right away. I found something I love in my mid 30s.
Yeah.
But most people never find it. But everyone can start checking shit off the list that they don't like.
Yep.
So the longer I've lived, just more shit's on the list that I'm not going to do. Don't want to go there. Nope. Not going to the club. Nope. Not bungee jumping. You want to jump out of a plane? No. You fucking stupid.
I'm all set.
Yeah. I'm good. Why not? Because I don't need. Why?
Also, yeah.
I take enough risks on the ground. I don't need to go fucking jump out of a plane.
One of my homies, we were doing Vegas. He was featuring for me in Vegas, and after the first night of shows, he goes, "Dude, let's go to the Strip." I said, "Nah." He goes, "Dog, come on, like, fucking." I was like, "Are you doing the thing where you're trying to tell me more things to try to convince me?" And he was like, "Yeah. Come on, like let's go." And I go, "Dog," I said, "as soon as I accepted the gig, I already decided that I was not going to the Strip."
Yeah.
And I was like, I accepted this gig months ago. I was like, I ain't going to the Strip. You know what I mean? He was like, "Oh, okay, I understand then." Because like that's the thing about me too. If I say no, I've already thought about it in my head as to why I'm like why I don't want to do it.
Also, that if you show up, you're gonna be fucking sourpuss and ruin a fan.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be miserable the whole time. That's why when people, "Hey man, we're going bowling," nope, I'll be miserable as fuck.
Tell them, fucking don't invite me to your wedding. I'm not that guy. Like, "Oh, let's go to this dinner." Nope. You want to go dancing? Not a chance.
Yeah, right.
Karaoke,
and that's fine.
Yeah, I'll go and drink. You guys go fucking sing.
And my friends are always like, "Bro, you don't like to do fun things." I go, "I have the time of my life."
Yeah, you guys never ask me what I want to do. You guys want to go hiking on Monday morning? That's what I like to do.
I go, I have the time of my life doing all the dope shit that I want to do. I do so much cool shit. I do it, and I love it.
That's the other thing too. Our job is also nice in the way that, what's more fun? You used to drink. Do you do drugs back in the day?
Nah, I wasn't a drug guy.
You're just an alcoholic. Yeah, old school. Wow, that's old school. Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah,
in this day and age, not a drug at all. Just straight beers.
Drugs was like,
I'll drink 30 Budweisers and drive my car into a
drugs were fucking. I don't know why I just thought drugs were like. I'm like, this is fucking weird. I'm like, I gotta fucking do this weird pill or whatever.
I don't fuck with pills
or whatever. I gotta smash it up and do this shit. Yeah. I didn't fuck with shrooms. I didn't fuck with cocaine. I didn't fuck with any of that shit.
But you've done it, and you're like, "Well, I've already tried that. It's not for me."
Yeah, I tried cocaine once when I was like, "What are we doing?" I was like, "Why am I doing this?" I was like, "I'm just up and I'm mad. I'm frustrated, bro." So now you're learning. Now you're learning that I'm going through anger management. Now you're learning about my anger management because you're asking me questions, and all the triggers are just starting.
I tried to get Jeff to smoke weed a few times. He did it like 3 times for me. One time he had fun. The other 2 times he had fucking panic attack. And then I told him, maybe don't do this shit no more. It ain't for you.
Yeah.
Some things ain't for certain people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
but then when mushrooms came around, I was like, "You got to do this." He's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Jeffrey," he's like, "Is it like weed?" I'm like, "It is nothing like that. It's like you." I literally told him, like, "You need this. Like this is this is gonna blow your mind because of course it gets rid of your ego. Like he's always like we all are worried about like we're all trying to move ahead and there's no game plan for anybody. There's no blueprint to how to make it.
Nah.
And I was like, dude, this will let you put that shit aside for 4 hours and like make you really think like what's important to you.
Yeah.
And literally like 20 minutes into the trip, he goes, "Dude, you told me mushrooms aren't addictive." I'm like, "No, they're not physically addictive." He's like, "Dude, I only want to feel like this forever."
Yeah. See, I never did that shit because also like I was like I could be.
Well, it's not for some people. There's some people.
I'm like I could be schizo.
There's a couple, my buddy Chase. I told him, he's like, "I should try." No, you don't try these. This ain't for you.
Really?
I know what kind of person he is. Like,
yeah. No, don't do it. Ooh, you're a good friend.
I tried, man. If I can share my experience with people, with loved ones, to help them make one less mistake in their life than I've made, I've done my job.
This ain't for you, Dewey.
This ain't for you.
Yeah. But anger management. Finish telling us. So you started going to anger management when?
At 15. 15. Then 15. I went. That was in high school, and then I also went in college. both times were so with high school is because I was just too many fights, and then in college, I tried to fight someone on my cheer team. She was crazy. I'm just kidding. He was. I was kidding. No, it was a dude.
To beat up this little.
Yeah, no, it was a dude.
What do they call the girls? You throw up the flyer.
Yeah,
I'm trying to beat up the little 90-pound flyer.
It's funny. Yeah, I love saying that because when someone asks, because I just say, I try to beat up someone on my team. They're like, "What did she do?" I go, "Oh no. It was a guy." And then I was like, "Actually, that's funny." So I like just saying it to people.
Bitch had it coming.
Yeah. Bitch had it coming. No, I try to fight this dude on my team. Like I try to kick his fucking chest in or whatever. That's what I said to him too. And
did you take a lot away from it?
Like anger management? Oh, that saved my life. Yeah, because I still practice all that shit today. And I reconnect in last year. I reconnected with my anger management teacher after 14 years. I've been trying to find him because he wasn't at that college anymore. They had no information.
And he's so old, probably not on the internet.
And then no, I did Ryan Sickler's podcast, The Honeydew, and he was asking. He goes, "You in contact with your anger management teacher still?" I go, "Nah." I was like, I've been trying to find him, and I kind of just gave up or whatever. And then someone that was a fan of the pod, who happened to be
that's the beauty of this fucking world we're living in today.
A psychologist
knew who he was.
Was able to find him through the database.
Oh, whatever license. Yeah.
Yes, was able to find him based off the information that I said on the pod.
That's great, dude.
And then one day, Ryan, I was in San Jose doing a show, and I just got off stage, and I get a message from Ryan Sickler, and it was like a file. He goes, "Hey man, I think you might want to listen to this." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then all I hear is like, I just hear like my anger management. He would always go, and I heard that, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
You found him.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
So how'd the reconnect go? What did he say,
dude? So we both were like, it feels like we never stopped talking.
That's how you know you found a good therapist, son.
Like I was like, it literally felt like we never stopped talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like the craziest thing. I was sitting in my hotel room just repeating that voicemail, over and over that Ryan Sickler had sent me, and I was just like, I can't believe I'm fucking.
That's how resilient young people are, though.
Yeah,
you meet one good adult who who cared enough and who took the time with you, and that could be all the difference for the trajectory of your life.
Oh, big time. I mean, so now I teach.
I love that.
I teach anger management at a recovery center now.
No shit.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Man.
Yeah, one of my buddies, he has his own recovery center out here in L.A. and he hit.
And I bet it makes you feel better.
Oh, he hit me up and he goes, "Hey man, I would love for you to teach anger." I go, "What? I just do the shit." I was like, "I don't know how to teach it, whatever, blah blah." And then so I was talking to my anger management teacher. And I was like, dude, this crazy thing happened. I was like, my buddy asked me to teach anger management at his recovery center. He goes, "Do it." He goes, "You have to do it. It's a must." And I was like, "Wait, for real?"
That keeps you on track.
Yeah. He goes, "Do it. And I was like, okay. Ever since I've been teaching it, it's been fucking crazy.
What kind of coping mechanisms do you use to not lose your cool? Because I still have a temper. I'm good about bearing it. But like I said, there's certain times when it's someone's fucking with someone I care about that I have no patience for.
Oh, I've gotten better with like finding logic.
Okay.
I think that's what like helps me the most. Not get so angry.
That's so funny. That's when I lose it the most. When when you're illogical, like when someone's in like trying to get revenge and they're illogical about it, that it makes me not angry at them. It makes me pity them.
Yeah, because my mind goes to now is it goes, damn, fuck that shit. This shit made me angry. But then I go, why does this make you angry? Let's dissect it. Like immediately. That's over the years.
I learned that in therapy. That pause saves you from making colossal mistakes. Me personally, I'll just talk about myself. Because I started going to therapy right after I got out of my marriage, and I did it because I was losing my job.
You was married?
For a cup of coffee. I was 29 years old. It wasn't long. I mean, like, we were engaged, we had a license.
That's the most beautiful shit ever. He said for a cup of coffee. Oh, I bet your friends were pissed. They're like, dude, why did you invite us?
No, all my friends lived in that town. My family was cool about it because I was like, I'm definitely part of the family now that I've broken a relationship. But her family was hot.
Oh, really? Oh, damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they paid for that, but I paid them back. That's how I sleep at night.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good.
But right after that, I started going to therapy. I was like, I don't even know if I need this shit. It's like, but I'm going to run out of my healthcare in 6 months because my contract's ending with the company I was with.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. I went to the dentist, got my teeth cleaned. And I was like, I'm doing that. I'm getting a tune-up. I was like, I know I feel fine, but I'm sure in the back of my head, I'm just doing what I always do. I bury it.
You want to know how funny that is that you say that?
I bury it.
I'll let you finish it.
Yeah.
But, when my brother died, I got my wisdom teeth out. I was like, I need a new life.
You gotta start taking care of yourself.
Yeah, right. I know. I was like,
man, I'm treating myself like shit.
Let me get these wisdoms out.
Yeah,
They've been bothering me for a while now.
Yeah, life's too short to be fucking uncomfortable.
Right. I was like, that's what's so funny about you saying you went and got your teeth cleaned. I went and got my wisdoms out.
Yeah, dude.
Few weeks after the funeral, I was like, you know what?
I literally treated my body like a tune-up, but I also included my brain because your brain's an organ too. Like you check your teeth, your gut, your blood, your heart. No, you got to check your brain. It's a fucking organ. So let me go check out a therapist. And I shopped around because I was like, one, I can't have it be a woman because eventually I'm gonna try and hit. There might be some weird shit.
You know who you are.
Yeah, there might be something weird that I might put on it. Two, if they start talking about my fucking parents, dwelling on my parents, no, I'll do like one consultation, no dice. Like I'm here to. It's not a fucking pity party. I want actionable steps to take to feel more settled in my life. That's why I fuck with mine
so heavy. So quickly, but. One of the biggest things with my third anger management teacher, and all of them, didn't let me do this either. But what was so impactful was the one person I hated the most was my stepfather, and they would not let me talk bad about him. They barely even brought him up. It was they put it all on me.
That's fucking.
Which
funny.
was like fucking dope.
No, that was the one thing I talked worse about was myself.
Yeah,
and my therapist flipped on me one day. He's like, "Hey, Randy, you ever?" How do you think, he named one of my best friends at the time, how do you think so-and-so would feel about it, himself, if you talked about him that way? It's like, I would never do that. He'd feel horrible. He's like, yes, well, why do you talk to yourself that way?
Damn.
Like, God damn, son. I was like, he flipped it on me. He's like, if you want to be a good friend to your friends, you got to be a good person to yourself. And
yeah.
And put me back, like,
wow.
Oh, shit. Like, wait a minute. Like,
See,
I extend that grace to other people. I should extend that grace to myself.
Wow. That's what I was doing with my stepfather. Like, the way I would talk about him and how I felt about him is also how I felt about myself. Because I was also on the trajectory of being like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You get angry about that. You feel like you're better than, but somehow you're still trapped in that thing.
Dude.
And sometimes it takes somebody who's paid not to know the people that you're with.
Yeah.
Say, hey, wait a minute.
I don't know
any of these motherfuckers. You're acting crazy. Oh, shit. Okay.
I don't give a fuck about any of these.
I'm here to talk to your friends. I'm like, because they're too close.
Yeah.
I need someone who doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
To say, listen, man, from my vantage point, not knowing any of you motherfuckers, you're doing this, and this wrong. He's doing this wrong. You need to, worry about X, Y, and Z, not A, B, and C.
So, dude, I've always been not strongly vocal on this, but I think a lot of therapists today are trash.
Absolutely.
For the sake of
every other profession.
For the sake of because let me rephrase that. There's a lot that can be trash.
Yes.
And the ones that I think are trash are ones that are making you talk about other people.
Well,
and it's no. Narrow it down to the motherfucker that's sitting down right in front of you.
I'm the only one I can control.
Because you're the only, and that's what the stoicism is.
Yes, that's why I love that.
That's why I love it.
My therapist told me to read those books.
Yeah.
He's the one who got me into meditation. You know how he tricked me into doing it?
How?
My first therapist, he goes, he's like, hey,
pull your pants down. No, I'm just kidding.
No, even better. I just gotten single. He's like, hey, Randy, there's a non-denominational meeting that no religious overtones to it. Under 30s group therapy class. A lot of cute girls there. Maybe you want to go check that out. I was like, oh shit, all right, let me go check that out. He used the cute girls at the class to get me into meditation, and it stuck.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, I knew. You tell me what you're doing on the weekend. So I'm like, oh, let me fucking tell him on a Tuesday night. There's a place you can meet broads.
Yeah.
But it stuck. It worked.
Damn.
And that's how you got to get.
And that's better than a bar.
Yeah, who works with you on that kind of thing.
Yes.
And that. I told this to my buddy Chase one time. He's like, oh, doctor told me X, Y, Z, so that's true. And I'm like, motherfucker, do you know how many D student doctors there are? How many fucking terrible therapists are?
Yeah.
Those therapists who just want you to talk about your mom every episode are like those doctors who keep prescribing you pills. They don't want you fucking healed. They want you coming back. They're dealers. They're not fucking doctors.
Interesting enough. So all they asked me, because they just needed to know where things were coming from. They were just like, so what was your childhood like? What's your family like? What's your family like? And like me just being honest about it. Then they took that. They're like, okay, got it. That they saw that. They're like, okay, got it. Yeah. Now we're gonna put this family over here. Now let's talk about you. You know, because now they had something to work with.
Exactly. My thought was like, it seems like you coped with that, but let's talk about how it impacted you.
Yeah.
Like so that you lived through that. Now what?
Exactly.
The rest of your life. Now what are we gonna do?
Because you got a lot of people that go into these, and I only know that just because of like friends and shit like that. I'm like, why are you talking about that person?
Yeah.
Why that person? Why is
$150 an hour on someone you hate?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, tell like yes, you can say you hate that person. Fine. I mean, one of the best things my anger management teacher said to me, I don't have any self-esteem because of the way my stepfather treated me. And he laughed. I go, fuck, why are you laughing? And then he goes, that's funny. He goes, you said self-esteem. He goes, it's yours.
Yeah.
He goes, it has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, are you around him now? Is he in your life now? I go, no. He goes, yeah. It's your self-esteem.
That's what you're paying for, that point of view.
So I'm giving my self-esteem to someone I'm not even around.
Yeah.
I'm not even like you see how like crazy
you're letting someone else hold power over you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
you doubt yourself. It's like, that's simple shit. He's like, I was worried about getting into comedy. He helped me, feel better about getting into this after leaving investment banking for all those years. He's like, Randy, you did this, and this. You made it through the X, Y, and Z. What makes you think you're gonna fail at this? Yeah. You did all that shit.
Yeah.
And you want to do this, and this is the one thing you're gonna fail at. You didn't want to do any of that other shit.
Yeah,
and you were good at that.
Damn.
What if you love this? How could you possibly fail?
Dude, I tell you what, going through anger management, all that shit, all the books that I read on a regular basis, it's helped me as a comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's like helped me like a lot as a comedian. It just helps me
you
like
understand yourself, and that makes you connect with people better. You understand that we all feel that way.
Yeah,
something that gets added to your joke in a weird way that it comes from a place of like everyone knows. Oh, I feel that fucked up thing too. Like I'm not proud of that, but He's talking about it in a funny way. It's taking the steam out of it a little bit.
That's what I told that older guy. I was like, bro, you're not gonna make me feel bad about who the fuck I am. Yeah. I'm like, I've been this way since jump. You don't scare me.
Yeah. Like I gotta live with myself every day.
Yeah, every day, dog. Like I'm seeing you for fucking what? An hour?
Yeah.
An hour? Okay.
Yeah, my demons are in the parking lot doing push-ups. You're not shit.
Yeah, you're not shit. Yeah, you're not shit to me. My stepfather has said way worse things to me than you can fucking. So I'm like, no, you're talking to a champion.
and in a lot of ways, you having a stepfather around who was bad was even better than some of the other shit. There was no man in the guy's life.
I tell you what.
So you at least learned how not to behave as an adult man.
Yeah, I always tell people,
a lot of young men these days.
Yeah.
My father was a fucking animal tyrant, but at least I know not how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like most of my friends don't even know their dad.
At least I know how to. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. At least I stuck around to see. Oh, that guy's a fucking retard. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna perpetuate that cycle.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, dude. And also, like, whenever I talk about my life and I don't fucking make it like sad and. So like I'm like that's the shit that happened, but I'm not. But I'm not sad about it. I'm the same way.
People are like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, eat a dick.
We're here. Yeah,
don't say sorry to me.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah, I'm 37 years old. You ain't gotta say sorry.
I'm in control of my own life now.
You ain't gotta say sorry to me to fucking something that happened 20 years ago to me or whatever. You know,
you don't want anybody's pity. I'm the same.
Yeah, I don't want your fucking pity.
Where are we at, Mike? I feel like we're fucking talking for 2 hours. I love this.
1:15.
1:15. Oh shit.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, man.
I usually do the news, but fuck that. We went long enough. I'll have to have it back now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now that you finally accepted my invitation.
Well, you do news on here?
Well, I do mine. News, but I choose the stories.
Oh, got it. I was like, what the fuck?
We can do
all of a sudden it just turns into fucking Fox and
CNN.
I'm like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm Don Lemon over here.
Yeah, right.
I turn black and gay.
Yeah, right. You're like, let me take this Randy mask off.
All right, we'll do one or two real quick because I've actually found a good one. Given our conversation, making your bed makes you 200% more likely to become a millionaire, according to a study. According to a study conducted by researcher Randall Bell, you're 206% more likely to become a millionaire if you make your bed each morning. According to CBS News, researcher Randall Bell studied the habits of the rich and said that making your bed changes your frame of reference that carries throughout the day, that when there's a job to be done, you're going to get it done. Do you make your bed every day?
1,000%.
So do I.
But
I didn't even need
where's my fucking $1 million at?
It's coming, son.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You know what? There's
Your
just
fame's way up from
something
when I
that-
first met you. You were doing backflips on stage.
Yeah.
You were the black guy skateboarder in Arizona when I first met you.
Yeah, I know, right? But there's something icky to me about like coming home to a bed that's not made.
Well, that's one of my favorite speeches on the internet.
But that had nothing to do with like discipline.
No, for me,
I just was like,
my mom was a neat freak. She made us make our bed, and I like coming home to a made bed.
Yeah.
But there's a great speech on the internet from, I think it's an admiral who was addressing the Naval Academy at their commencement like 10, 12 years ago. And he talks about making your bed every day. He's like, it's a discipline. You know, it just gets you in the right mind frame. He's like, and at the end of the day, if all this shit goes wrong and everything goes south, at least you come home to a made bed.
Dude.
Right?
Think about it. Yeah, you bomb that night.
Yeah, you come home, your house is clean. Son.
Yeah, you eat a bag of dicks on stage, but you come home, you're like, well, these pillows, you know,
comfy.
These pillows are lined up great. I tell you that much. Yeah, just fucking like the way I put that blanket on there, dude. I love making my bed. I love like making sure it's like tight and like I'm always like, you know, maneuvering it. You know, making sure. I love having like
I'm the same.
switching out pillows.
I like things a certain way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like I have like a drawer that's like I call it the junk drawer.
Yeah,
where I put all my clutter. But there's one fucking drawer where that clutter goes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I have the same.
I like clean surfaces, clean. Well, my fucking apartment was like an army barracks. Honestly, I don't have a lot of possessions because I was like, oh, that's just one more thing I got to fucking carry out of here when I leave.
Dude, I get rid of shit like nothing.
Oh, it's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck I need this for?
Packing might be one of my least favorite activities.
What is?
Packing.
Oh, yeah.
So like when I travel on the road with Jeff, I keep a pack bag in that. Right now, I got the weekend bag packed.
Yeah.
Just I do the laundry, put it back in that bag. I hate
Dude, where did I
that.
go? Oh, I went to London and my buddy was like, you brought a carry-on? Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Well, yeah.
What fuck?
Yeah.
I got a set of show clothes, a set of
right.
gym clothes,
Yeah.
a set of chill clothes. What the fuck do you think else I need? And a toothbrush.
Yeah, fucking, I don't need any fucking, I don't need a big bag. I know what the fuck
I'm bringing my golf clubs out here. What the fuck?
right? I don't give a fuck. Oh, gosh.
All right, we'll do one more quick one. And I'll do this for you because have you ever smoked a cigarette?
Yeah.
I couldn't picture that.
Because it was whack to me. I go,
Yeah.
why does everything taste nasty?
No, well, I said if I'm not going to get high, why am I doing this?
Yeah, it's like, what?
Like I've smoked weed before. That
You just have shitty lungs?
it doesn't look cool. You smell like
Yeah,
shit.
you just want to have shitty lungs? I'm like, oh.
But listen to this. Biden cancels ban on menthol cigarettes to win back black voters.
That is...
How fucking fucked up is that?
That is so fun. Because isn't it?
How about lower
I
the
thought it was just
unemployment
banned
rate?
here.
You fuck. What's that?
I thought it was just banned here.
No, he banned it federally and then undid it.
The level of disrespect.
Well, the thing that I feel like the thing that everybody appreciates across cultures and race is authenticity, but
Yeah.
especially black folks.
Yeah.
Because I've played, what they call urban rooms, black rooms before.
Yeah.
They'll love you as long as
But
you're
you're black and Italian?
I'm Dominican and Irish.
Dominican and Irish.
Dominicans are basically black.
Okay,
Even
yeah,
worse.
yeah,
They're black. They're black and they don't speak English.
Yeah. Paul Mooney has a joke about Dominicans. He said Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are just niggas that can swim. Good. R.I.P. Paul Mooney.
All right, I've seen him perform a bunch. He's fucking great. Rich Voss had one of my favorites. I saw him on the same show the first time I saw him.
He's done a lot of black rooms.
Yeah.
He said he has a famous one where some black lady heckled him. He goes, "I ain't scared of your ashy ass." I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, he's a killer. But he said this in New York at the Cellar. He goes, "What's the difference between Puerto Ricans and Dominicans? Because Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are the biggest population of Hispanics in New York. It's not like here where they're all Mexican.
Yeah,
they're all Puerto Rican and Dominican over there." And he goes, "Sandals."
That's a good one.
One of them has them, one of them doesn't.
Yeah, damn. That's a good one.
And Puerto Ricans and Dominicans laugh at that. But that's the thing. I feel like the black community really, 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 really puts a big emphasis on authenticity.
Yeah.
If you're a corny white guy, be a corny white guy. They'll like you.
Oh, you talking about like performing in front of black people? I always say
if
this.
You try to pander to them, they hate your guts.
They hate your guts because black people can read someone fucking immediately.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's why black people don't go to the fucking haunted houses. That's why we don't go to scary shit.
Yeah.
Because we can read a situation like, that don't sound right. So like, I remember the first time I did a black room, I fucking tanked my ass off. And the headliner was like, he was like, "Hey man, I like that you are you," but he goes, "You got to address who you are. He goes, you're going up there trying to do other shit. And he goes,
well, they look at you, they think it was going to sound like us. But like, oh no, he was raised by a white Mormon family in Arizona.
He goes, black people. He goes, as soon as you, he goes, I tell you what, tonight. He goes, as soon as you walk on stage, he goes, black people would go, he's different. He goes, before you even grab the microphone.
Yeah.
He goes, they know you're different. So then I went up there. I love telling the story. I went up there the next night. I rewrote my set, and the first thing I said was, I said I was adopted into a white family, and one black dude goes, "Nigga, I knew it." It's my favorite thing on earth.
I will say black crowds have the best heckles.
They're
real funny. They're real funny.
And they're also like, they're very supportive.
Oh, yeah.
They're
rooting for you.
Don't
fuck this up.
Yes. They're rooting for you. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah. But I think when you like, try and go up there, looking like fucking Urkel, not even white Urkel, and you sound like Gary Owens. Like, something doesn't match.
Something doesn't match.
If you're Steve Mulaney, do Steve Mulaney's jokes in front of a black crowd. They'll like that.
Yeah.
Don't start doing fucking Donnell Rawlings jokes as Steve Mulaney in front of a black crowd. They're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
You
exactly.
soft shoeing for us? Get the fuck out of here. You're like, they don't like that. They don't like that.
They don't like that.
Yeah.
Just like be you.
Yeah.
Don't fucking.
Yeah. That's the message of this episode, folks. Be you.
Be you. I was like, I keep doing that every time the cameras. I fucking be you.
Where can the people find you, Shapel?
At Shapel Lacey on everything, which is
This is coming out a week from Wednesday. Where are you going to be on the road? I got lots of followers in Canada, lots of followers on the East Coast.
I'll be in Rochester in July.
Mm-hmm.
July like 11th or 13th or whatever. I'll be in Rochester.
Yeah, go to ShapelLacey.com.
Yeah, go to ShapelLacey.com. That's all on there. But that's probably like it's the East Coast.
Fucking really funny.
He meant to promote his podcast, Lesser Known Characters, that's shot across the hallway.
Lesser Known Characters.
By this producer, and he fumbled right in front of me. But that's okay.
No, I like it. He's a worse promoter than I am. I promote the show like shit.
Because I'm like, what am I doing?
Dude, 20 mintes in, I mentioned, by the way, this is the Ready Set Blow podcast.
Yeah. Also, I'm like, I do stand-up comedy.
Wait, where am I going to be? I'm going to be at the at the Pizza Wagon from Brooklyn around the corner.
Right. Find me in Lower East Side. LES just hanging.
Thanks for doing this, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for having me. Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for this week. Obviously, follow me at Randy Valero. Follow the podcast at Ready Set Blow Podcast. We love you guys. Check you next week.